Hi guys, I hope everybody is doing well, and thanks very much for coming back to the channel. Really do appreciate it. I just wanted to share my final thoughts really on Football Index before I draw a line under this saga and move on with my life. Obviously been reflecting a lot over the last couple of weeks. I think it's probably what most of the community have been thinking about over the last few weeks. It's crazy to think it's only just over 2 weeks since I was pretty excited. I think everybody's pretty excited about this Q&A, which was now a clear con job from Mike Bowen. I think since then there's been a lot of kind of captain hindsights, a lot of gosh, should have known it was a Ponzi, etc. Carnberry's actually been pretty good. Not coming out with an I told you so video, but I have seen a lot of 2,000 word I told you so blogs, so let's not rewrite history too much on that, but no, fair play to him, he's been spot on. But I think just reflecting on 2020 and 2021 moreover, I think I still don't believe this was a Ponzi scheme. I think it's been piss poor management that's sunk the ship, essentially. I think there's elements akin to a Ponzi, with anything that's in hyper growth phase. I think if you look at Sorare over the last couple of weeks, even things like Bitcoin, when there is just an explosion of interest, an explosion of users, of customers, places are going to rocket, prices are going to rocket rather, and people might sell and get off and take their money and run, and good luck to them. But I think most people that were using this platform, particularly over the last couple of weeks, and going down with the ship, it was a love of the product and a good addition to their life. Really, for me, it was a hobby. I wasn't expecting to make huge amounts of money from Football Index, but I expected to make a little bit of money. I think I had good bets in place. I was winning regular dividends, was hoping for that to continue. So I don't think it was Ponzi. I think it was piss poorly managed. Is my summation of events. When you look back over 2020. I do not take them at face value as such, but I do think COVID has had a huge impact in that, they were flying early 2020, new users coming on board, prices going up and up and up. And obviously in early March, I sold up a lot of my Serie A holds as COVID took hold in Italy and games were getting cancelled, and that started to spread across the entire market. They had to turn off instant sell. They had to stop the bleed, or the product would have gone under then, essentially. So they had to do that. From there, that's where they've never recovered from, really. I think NASDAQ integration probably would have happened. That probably would have brought a much better order book system that they were looking to implement. I think Panda kind of put it right on the Fig podcast that it was a slop. We were served up eventually. In that, the VWAP was a mess. There's liquidity is all we've spoken about for the last year. You can't launch something like this with no liquidity. And the thing that's really bothered me over the last couple of weeks is the doubling of dividends, essentially. When you think back to the initial dividend increase in June, July, I think it was July, where I was outraged at the time. I think it was met with dismay from the community. Goalkeepers in particular was a curveball that did feel like the first kind of slap in the face. But I think we all got over it. I think the market was a little bit stagnant for a while from that, but I think there were hints of recovery. People were trading as normal. There was obviously a dip in the premium holds. I think I bought into the likes of Bruno and Sancho at £9-10 on, and Trent in particular actually on expectation of a generous dividend increase there, which didn't come. That hurt initially, but we got over it and we moved on. But to then double dividends, when you think about everything that's happened over the last few months in terms of depth, in terms of VWAP changes, in terms of circuit breakers that weren't in place, they left themselves so vulnerable which has now been proved to be fatal to them. And to think we've gone from where we were, in March, in February last year, to a dead platform today. It's unbelievable how poorly managed it's been, and it was so avoidable. I think again ASP on Fig's final broadcast last week, said it all really. It was so avoidable, and that's what's heartbreaking about this thing really. So I don't really buy into the it was always a Ponzi, it was never going to work. I think it could have worked. I don't know what a sustainable dividend structure. I don't know how they could have provided liquidity naturally and sustainably. That's not for me to answer as a customer, but personal opinion, it feels like this could have been a product that works. It wasn't a get rich quick thing for me. I had career bets in place that I was set to win, and I was enjoying the platform. I think everybody's enjoying the platform. That's what it was about. It wasn't really about the money, which is the shame. Now it's about the money because I want it back. Essentially, if you haven't joined or followed the FI group action on Twitter, that's some really great work being done there by, I'm not sure who's running it, but fair play to them. I wouldn't be too hopeful of getting anything back, guys, but who knows? We can all live in hope. That's pretty much all I had to say really. I think, if there's anyone out there that's still kind of embarrassed or beating themselves up about this, don't. I think, life is about, finding your passions, going with your passions, finding people that share your passions, and taking risks. This one's blew up on our faces, but you're not at fault for that. If you do have a huge amount of money you're losing here, it's gonna hurt. But life goes on, and life will go on. So stay strong in that regard. I think in terms of the channel moving forward, I just want to say a huge thanks to everybody that's watched, that's liked, subscribed, commented, whatever. I didn't expect anybody really to be watching and engaging with these videos. So I really do appreciate it. It's been great fun for me really over the last couple of months, and I do want to keep it going. I am playing a bit more into Sorare at the moment. I think a lot of the FI community will be. You can sign up below if you like. That's my refer a friend link, or maybe liaise with each other, and if you are new users, maybe share that amongst yourself. I'll be talking about Sorare a bit more, maybe football in general. I do want to keep the channel going. Maybe if there is updates with Football Index, I might speak a little bit about that as well. But I think really for my mental health, I don't really want to be thinking about Football Index for a while now. Just a final big thank you for watching, engaging, and I think the community's been fantastic over the last couple of weeks. It's been kind of good humoured in some really shit times, and I can't thank you guys enough really. So take care of yourself. I'll be back soon with some kind of content, and take care for now.